Hey, what's up, man? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Nope. Nope. Can you hear me? Richie. Okay. Nope. You can hear me? I can't hear you. Gotta love technology, bro. You'll get it. You'll get it fixed, man. Relax. Let's see. Let me make sure I'm not on Bluetooth or anything. All right, I do not have Bluetooth on, so you should be able to hear me. You're live.
Hello?
There you go. I can hear you now.
There we go. Now I figured it out. It's a little button over here on the screen.
Oh, see,
God
see,
dang.
there you go. All right, let me turn
There
this
we go.
down.
Now I figured it out.
Get
It's a
that
little
going.
button over here.
All right, there you go.
All right, we good now? We good?
Yeah, I can. I'm watching it from my computer. I don't know why when you sent me the link, it was like, oh, you can only do it on your phone. I'm like, okay, that's dumb, but all right. How's it going, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. Just living the dream as always,
Well,
but
I know.
right. No, man. Well, let me do a quick little intro here. Well, everybody, welcome finally to the Richie T podcast. I'm sure this is all going to be in the video, but of me
The
struggling and everything.
bloopers.
But yeah, but joined today with my good buddy here, Mr. Robb Matthews of Ash to Dust out of Tucson, Arizona, man. So how's it been, man? It's been a minute, man, since we talked.
Man, there's so much that's gone on since I talked to you last. It's funny because, like, when you were getting everything set up on your live, it says live interview with Rob Matthews from Ash to Dush. But I see you fixed it.
Dush.
I was like, oh, yeah, man. I don't even know where to begin. So let's see. The last time we talked, Reaper was about to come out. That's been 3.5 years, I think.
Yeah.
Since then, I have graduated with a bachelor's degree in honors, opened my own recording studio, started working on the third album, and in between all that, getting clients and things, they were running late. I told you, hey, I'm running late.
Yeah.
So long story short, we had a website. I lost the domain, blah blah blah. Excuse me. And I tried to get another one, so I got hooked up. They're like, yeah, everything's good. Now you just got to go in there and do your thing. I spent the last 4 hours. I'm not. So when I went to school to be an audio engineer. Like
Yeah.
my degree, my bachelor is in science audio engineer. It has nothing to do with video or anything else like that.
Yeah.
So I struggle with that a little bit, but I mean I'm getting there, so there's that. It's not it'll be a website. Eventually it'll get fixed and fine tuned and things, but we want people to know that, we are still a band and, everything else. So
Yeah. Well, that's cool, man.
um,
Well, congratulations on all that, man. And I know that was important to you. And I think I saw you in your cap and gown at one point. I was like, oh man, there. So
yeah,
yeah,
I'm
man. So that's
holding
cool.
the white
Yeah, you held
intercontinental type.
it.
The crazy thing is because I did it all online. So when I went to walk, because everybody was like, "Oh, hey, you should walk for your mom. She'd be proud of you." And I was like, I don't know, man. It's like whatever. And then I thought about it. I was like, you know what? Screw that. Like this is a big accomplishment. I'm gonna walk. So I went. I
Yeah.
didn't know anybody there because my class they were all online and stuff. You know what I mean? So I didn't know anybody. I sat next to our valedictorian and he's the one that had the belt. And I said, "Hey, I know this is weird because we don't know each other, but like after they call our names, we walk all that. Can I take a picture with the belt?" And he was like, "Hell yeah, dude, of course, like no problem." I was like, "Hell yes." I held it up. It was cool. I had a great
That's
time. It
awesome.
was it was in Orlando, but since then it's been crazy. Like we have a new single coming out on 420. I just picked it for 420 for all my stoner friends, but I mean, literally, I could drop it tomorrow. But the crazy thing is like it's just me and the guitar player right now,
Oh,
and
really?
you know, so I like he's playing bass, I'm playing bass. We're going back and forth, playing TikTok with. He has Reaper, I have Pro Tools, so we go through and hey, what do you think about this, that, whatever. And so if there's anyone out there that wants to be in a touring band, we're looking for a drummer and a bass player, just so you know.
Right.
But the
Cool.
plan
Cool.
is 420, we're going to drop the first single. The second single, sometime in May. I don't know when yet. July, September, and we're hoping that the album will be done and out by Halloween.
Okay. Cool, man. That's awesome. Cool.
This is what
So,
we're
man.
hoping for.
Yeah. Right. Well, that's all we can do is hope right now. But
Yeah.
yeah, dude. So yeah, dude. What was I going to say here? Uh, so you got the new single coming out, 420, and can you drop us any little hints and what's it called and what y'all
Yeah,
going with?
I can do that. So I'm going to tell everyone right now. A lot of people are going to be like, "Oh, well, it's an homage to Creeping Death." Yes and no. I say yes because it is about the 10 plagues of Egypt. I'm very into Egyptology and history. I love Egypt. In fact, I have like Eddie's tattoo and from Power Slave, a flaming ankh, like my entire house.
Mhm.
I don't think I have anything here in the studio that's Egyptian. No, but so a lot of people are going to think it's homage to Metallica. I guess in a tiny way it is, but for me it was more so I love shit about Egypt. You know what I mean? So it's about the 10
Right.
plagues of Egypt. It's called 10 plagues. And
Cool.
then the second single we're gonna drop. Um, I really don't have a title yet. We've always called it Fallen Angel, but
Okay.
when I found the original lyrics that I wrote like pre-COVID, which is crazy. The 10 Plagues was actually kind of re-recorded demoed wise, like pre-COVID as well. But when I was looking for the lyrics for the second song, we originally called it, we always said Fallen Angel. We're like, oh, we're gonna Fallen Angel. But in the original lyrics, the title I had was Falling from Grace. That song is about Lucifer going back to heaven and asking God, like, hey, dude, I've been down here a really long time and I messed up and I'd really like to come home. You know, I won't try to overrun heaven anymore. And God's like, well, no. So that's what that song's about. But I think
Okay.
you guys will really like it. And as far as like, again, I didn't I didn't go to school for videography. So I do there is a video that's gonna be for 10 Plagues, but
Okay.
what I decided to do for it, because I wanted it to have that whole Egypt thing and, 10 commandments and all that. But I was like, you know what? I'm not really good at all that. I'm sure down the road we'll make a better video for 10 Plagues because it's a badass song. But for it, what I did was I paid homage to everybody that's ever been in this band. So there's like, if I have a picture of or a video of you, you're in it. You know what I mean? There are a couple people I couldn't find pictures or videos. I didn't leave them out on purpose. It was not that. It's not intentional. Like I know for a fact, the original drummer Chris Hack. I couldn't find anything with him with us on stage or a picture with him and I or whatever. So he's not in it. But I mean, go down the list: Lale, Dwight, you know, JD, Chris, it's just an homage. And at the very end, I put in some pictures of like Ace and Ozzy and Jeff Hanneman and Dimebag and people that influenced us that aren't here anymore.
Right.
So,
Right. Exactly.
I think people that'll watch it, I know some people are gonna be like, should have edited this video better. But it's like it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. As
I
long as
did
it's
it,
made from, as long as it's made from the heart, bro, and people will get it, and people,
right.
especially in your inner circle there in Arizona, and it's been with the band and whatnot, and then the icing on the top, obviously, is all the tributes the to our heroes, the ones we grew up with,
Right.
So as long as that comes from the
Exactly.
heart,
I
dude,
didn't
no one's gonna care about
I
the
could have
edit.
added a million people. I could have added Lemmy and I could have added that, but I was like,
Yeah.
this. So that's the thing, too. So far, 10 Plagues is 7 minutes and 14 seconds, and Fallen Angel, Fallen from Grace, whatever we decide to call it, is 6 minutes right now. So they're gonna be long songs, you know what I mean? But I
Well, that's
I
good.
mean, if anybody knows anything about the history of the band, they know that Demons Within is 10 minutes long. So I,
Yeah.
I, I tend to write some songs longer than others. I mean, we have songs that are like 3 minutes, and we
Yeah.
have songs that are 10 minutes, but
Yeah.
I mean, uh I got a buddy here in Tucson. He's like, hey man, you gotta try this out, this and that. So I want to give a shout out to um, I believe I'm gonna mess this up because I forgot my notes. I was like, oh god, but we just got added to new bands, new music, I believe is what they're called. And what they do is, they get bands that are unsigned, unknown, whatever. You send them your music, your videos, whatever. They play you like twice a day in like 20 countries. So I was
Wow.
like, well, okay, sign me up like 20 countries. It just took me a while, but yeah, I believe it's newbandsnewmusic.com is like their thing. So I'm hoping that, I named that right because I told them I'd give them a shout out because I'm appreciative of what they're doing for us and just in general for musicians, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
So hopefully,
Yeah,
hopefully I don't mess that up.
well, that's cool, man. That's awesome, dude. You have, yeah, man, that's pretty cool. I just want to say, take a little time to hello to the people on the message board over here
Yeah,
that are
hey,
on
what's
the,
up, guys? If you have any
and
questions or want to know anything about the
yeah,
band or me or whatever, feel free. And Richie can let me know. I can see it, but you know what I mean? Like I'm more
Yeah,
focused on you and me. So,
yeah, man.
but
Yeah, so,
I,
yeah, so yeah, I was going to say, oh, just a real quick, yeah, hello to everybody out there. Thank you for joining.
yeah,
Thank you
hey,
for
what's up?
participating. And if you have any questions about Rob, his band, Ash to Dust, Dust. See, you made me say it.
Yeah, I know.
Dust, Dust,
We've been called
Ash to
worse.
Dust, and or the Richie T podcast. Let us know, and we'll make this a real fun episode, and we'll do this for real. Uh,
Oh, have I ever dealt with
let's
bad fans?
yeah.
Honestly, I'm trying to think. I'll be real honest. I don't think I really have. I mean, the worst thing that I've had as far as like dealt with a bad band is like someone will come up and be like, "I love your shit, bro. It was amazing, but that song you should change this or you should do that." And it's like, all right, I'll take constructive criticism, but other than that, I've it's funny. Some of the people, and I'm not going to mention any names because I don't want to get my ass in trouble, but there was a band that we opened for, a very big band, very, very big. And the singer was kind of an ass. But other than that, me personally, I've never dealt with any like really bad fans or anything.
That's a good question. That was
Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty cool. Yeah, man. Let's get back to the single here. And you said it's just you and your guitar player, correct?
Right. I mean, there is bass and guitars and no, not harpsichord. That's the other one. I'm trying to think. Piano. I can't remember. There's 20, no, 32 tracks. So there's a lot in there. But I mean,
Right, right.
we're pretty excited.
And you all guys are just recording it there at your studio.
Yeah. So we're just well, yes and no. I'm recording it here. He's sending me his tracks through Reaper, and then we're kind of like, okay, how do you want to do this, whatever. And then either he decides, hey, I'll play bass on this, or I'll play bass. And back here, I'll show you guys real quick. So let me walk. Every one of these, in some shape or form, has been or will be on an album. So I mean, I pick and choose which ones I think sound good, what doesn't sound good, like what feels good. I mean, there's songs where I played a million times and I'm like, oh, okay, after this song, I got to switch guitars because it's just real hard to play on. Some songs are just really weird to play on certain songs.
Yeah,
Yes, I do. I do. I am the main lyricist and one of the main songwriters. That sounds mean. But yeah, I write all the lyrics. I offer to let the bandmates like help me out if you got an idea and it sounds cool. I'll add it to the lyrics. But for the most part, I write the majority of it, but everyone else gets their little piece of the pie, if that makes sense.
yeah.
Like
That's
I've
cool, man.
always said, Ash to Dust is more of a democracy than a dictatorship. Everybody has their own say, and you know we may write something and be like, oh, that doesn't really fit. So then we put it on the back burner. And then, 3, 4 songs down the road, hey, remember what you wrote right there? Like, let's add that, see if it works. Sometimes it does. Sometimes, you know, it ends up on a fourth album, second album, whatever.
Yeah,
But yeah.
yeah. Usually, there's not a what you call it a shortage of songs. When it comes to songwriting, you can take a page out of Metallica's playbook in a way. What they do is, they have song ideas on their phones and
Oh,
on
yeah. All the
video and
time.
all that stuff all the
I'll,
time, and
I'll be
and they just
sitting at work and I'll be writing lyrics all day long. Like, okay, like, you know, and that's the thing. I want people to know, like, with this album, so like Reaper had a song called Democracy's Dead. We're not a governmental band, and we try to stay away from religion and government and all that shit. Now, if you read the lyrics, that's a different story. I try to subliminally like send you on a journey, and then you can figure out whatever yourself. I mean, this album's gonna have songs about how do I put this and be politically correct without getting my ass chewed? Because I know somebody's gonna be like, you can't say that. I saw your interview. Like, sorry. There's a song right now. Technically, we don't have a name for it, but we call it "Cardinal Sin," and it's about the dirty priest. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
got a song about we got a song about La Llorona. We have Jack the Ripper. Trying to think what else. Just a mixture of all kinds of stuff, different ideas and things, and you know. But I
Cool,
just
man.
try to write like freely. You know what I mean? Whatever's on my mind that day, I'll jot it down at work. Do you ever feel like you can't put something in a song that you want? Honestly, no. I feel that because of the First Amendment, I can pretty much say whatever I want. Now, granted, I would never say I'm not a bigot or racist or anything like that. So I would never intentionally use a slang term or anything else as far as that goes. I mean, case in point, if you listen to Guns N' Roses, one in a million, Axl used a very derogative word and got a lot of smack for it. But at
Hmm.
the same time, if you listen to the lyrics, he used it in a form that, but still, you don't ever say that word. And I'm sure everyone watching knows what that word is.
Yep.
But
And
yeah,
he also was laughing all the way to the bank when he said it.
true.
Yep.
Let's see. Sorry for all the questions. I want to be a singer too. No, that's
That's good.
honestly that's why I'm here. So you guys could learn about my band and my music. And if you have any questions, feel free. That's what this is about. It's a community. It's what I love about metal. Not saying that any other genre's different, but metal, we're like this. We're a family. So you can ask
Right.
me pretty much anything. I mean, I'll try to answer the question the best I can. I'll tell you right now, I'm not a great vocalist. I'm more like a growler, screamer. I don't want to say like corpse grinder. I'm more of a. Well, you've heard my music. Who do I? What do you think I sound like?
You got a combination of things, man. You got some Hetfield in there. You got some Mustaine in there a little bit. To me,
I've
just
heard Lemmy. I've heard Max
Lemmy,
Cavalera.
yeah,
So
Max, yeah, yeah. You got a big combination, bro. I can never put anybody in a category of who like you sound like. You sound yourself. You sound uh, how you feel the song needs to sound. And
right,
and that goes with not just voice, but with guitar playing, drumming, bass playing. Putting your
right,
own spin on things. You know, that's what makes a band. Everybody comes together
true,
as a collective. Individuals come together as a collective and make something organic that way. And I think that's important too. And touching on the brotherhood aspect of this, look, I'm not a musician anymore. I do this thing to bring uh, uh, the community together in all parts of the world, and it's fun to do, and it's fun to be a part of that. So yeah.
right. I mean, honestly, like one of the biggest things that I can share with other musicians as far as like vocals, like this person is like, hey, I want to be a singer. Two things that I can tell you, well, three. One, write from your heart. Bottom line, whatever comes to your heart, put that pen to the paper and let it go. Some people are going to like it. Some people aren't. It's fine. If you're writing for you, then that's what matters. Two, when you do decide to start playing live, rehearsal, recording, and I learned this from Randy Blythe from Lamb of God. Grab yourself a humongous, I guess, what are they called? Tumblers, Stanleys. There's only one Stanley Cup, and that's right here.
Yeah.
But anyway, grab yourself one of those, pour hot tea in it, honey and lemon, drink it, and do vocal exercises. There's a lady that I have the CD because of Randy. That's the thing. Lamb of God is a huge influence. What is her name? I can't remember her name. But she helped Randy, I think, on Sacrament. She
Hmm.
helped him do vocal techniques and worked with him. And she's worked with a bunch of other people. I wish I had the CD. I could be like, oh, it's this person here. I'm like an idiot. I can't remember her name. Yeah. Hot tea, lemon, and honey.
Yeah, that's the vocalist drink of choice right there.
Have
Unless
the
you're
Jack
Axl
Daniels.
Rose. And that and Jack
Yeah.
Daniels. Well, anyway, man. Well, I have a question now, man. And this is
Yeah.
something that I've been asking a lot of guys lately in the bands and stuff. Why do you play music, man? What drives you to play music now?
Um, Good question.
What's up, T?
So for me, it's it's just been in my DNA the entire time. Like when I was 5, you know, sorry, there's another band rehearsing. So you might hear that. But anyway, for me growing up, it was like my mom listened to like all kinds of different stuff, like ABBA and Simon and Garfunkel, the Moody Blues. What else did she listen to? Dolly Parton, and just a wide range. And then my brother, he was a straight up metalhead. Like he got me into Black Sabbath, Iron Maiden, and it just progressed and progressed. But for me, I think now being a little older and wiser, well, I don't know about wiser, but being a little older, it's not about drugs and chicks and this and fancy cars. And it's about what's on your mind to speak it. And, because there's always going to be somebody that listens to your music, which you've listened to, or this person's listened to, or, a million people when Ozzy died, they were all like, Ozzy changed my life. That song helped me out, this and that. I've had people come up and be like, bro, that song is badass. Like it got me through something. And I'm like, thanks. I appreciate that. That's why I do it. It's more so the satisfaction of A, getting up on stage, and B, for the fans. Like this band is 1000% about our fans. Because at the end of the day, without them, without you guys, we're nothing. We're a band that practices in this room. You know what I mean? So, we're grateful for every fan we have, whether it's in Canada, Brazil, Australia, New England, wherever they're at. And it's
Right,
crazy
right,
because like Spotify will send me a thing. These are where your listeners are from, and this and that, or this is what song I was listening to this day at this. So, I don't want to say we're worldwide, but we have a lot of bands all over the world. It's crazy. Like some places you would just never think, like, how did you even hear of us? You know what I mean? Like India, we have bands in India. And I'm like, all right, cool. Like, right on. But, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm a huge fan. Um,
yeah.
but yeah, we try to, um, my dad taught me about you. Oh, damn. All right, right on. Who's your dad? Um, but like that's the thing too. Like if you listen to Demons Within, that album specifically when I was writing it was about what me and my daughter went through because her mom was a drug addict. So each song, if you really take a listen to the lyrics, you'll understand. Like Mother May I is sung by my good friend. I didn't want to sing the song because it was about looking through my daughter's eyes of what her mom was doing. So I had my friend sing it, and she did a good job. Then you get to Reaper. Reaper is technically the very first Astrodust album. We just re-recorded it, redid everything, but it's technically our second album now. But with that album, same thing. When I was writing, it was completely different. This album, we're trying different things. We're doing different things. I'm working on my vocal tracks and doing little things here and there. So for me, it's and this is not a knock on like ACDC, but like when ACDC comes on the radio, you know it's ACDC. You know what I mean? I
Right.
want every album. See ya. Um, I want every album to be different than the last. You know what I mean? I don't want to sound repetitive, repetitive, repetitive. So there's that. You know.
Well, thank you for the questions and everything, and I appreciate you. I can't emo Jin Lane 11. Uh,
Yeah.
sorry if I messed that
Thank
up,
you.
but
That's okay.
thank you for the question. Thank you for the questions, and you have
Yeah.
a great night. And if there's anybody else out there that wants to ask questions to me or Rob, please let us know. This is becoming like a Q&A session, more than an
Yeah.
interview, but I'm getting interview questions in there too, somewhere.
Yeah.
But
It's good. That's why we're here, man. So if they have something to ask, let them ask. If not, then
yeah,
you can ask me questions and
right,
find
right, right.
out.
And well, you touched on it earlier, man, about Ozzy, man, and the world was in shock, pretty much that day. And
Right.
after coming off that that last show that he did, and just the turnout there, and then 17 days later, you know, he's no longer with us, and we didn't see that
That's the
coming at
thing that
all.
blew me away was that he did this huge concert. And granted, I get it. He only played like what four Ozzy songs and four Sabbath, three Sabbath songs. So he did seven songs. He was like, hell yeah. And then, like you said, 17 days later, he's gone. And I'm like, what
Yeah,
the hell? Like
yeah,
I would everybody checked up on me. They were like, you good, bro? I was like, no, no. I mean, I'm not gonna go off myself, but holy shit, you know. And
yeah,
that's the thing too, is because Astro Dust is such a specific style, like it's thrash, it's death metal straight up. I have
yeah.
other stuff that I'm working on. I don't know if it's ever gonna see the light of day, but I've got 6 songs I'm working on for a solo project.
Okay.
So there's that. It's gonna be more like rock metal. It's nothing like Astro Dust, but it just gives me the opportunity to play different stuff that I want to play, you know. Or I should say, like I tell people, oh, these songs, they'll never see the light of day in Ash to Dust. Just they're too soft, so to speak.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
but
That's
that
cool.
album, I actually have a song called and I'm hoping I don't get sued by his daughter because it's not about trying to make money off his name. It was this is how much he meant to me. So I have a song on my solo album whenever it comes out, if it ever comes out. It's actually called Space Invader Jindal, and it's for Ace.
Okay.
And
That's cool.
it's basically loosely uh, like Fractured Mirror on his
Okay.
78 solo album.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's a great song. Hell yeah. Well,
I
cool,
was
man.
trying
That's
to do
cool,
one
man.
for Ozzy, but I was just like, I can't. Like,
Yeah.
and then Zach did it, and I was like, thank you, Zach, because I can't do it. Like, too
All right.
hard.
We'll leave the hard stuff to Zach when it comes to that. you
Yeah,
know.
exactly.
Yeah. Well, thanks, man, for doing this with me, man, again. And
Yeah, of
we're
course,
not,
man. Anytime.
we're still in it, but I just wanted to say thank you again, man, and
Yeah, of course.
everything. And as far as your live stuff going on right now, you guys are playing gigs right now, or you guys just still
No, we're
concentrating on the
just we're
recording?
just Yeah, just concentrating on the recording. Like I said earlier, we're looking for a bass player and a drummer. So
Okay.
we'll see what happens. It's hard because people like say, "Oh, I want to join a band. I'm going to play. I want to be a rock star. This and that." But at the end of the day, it's like, okay, we're recording an album. We're gonna go on tour. We're gonna be, this and that. I need dedicated people that aren't flaky. That are gonna be on tour for 2 weeks or whatever. When we book them, excuse me, when we book them, our manager tries to do it so that we're not taking a ton of time off because we all have day jobs and I have my recording studio, so it's like 3 days and then we'll come back to work and then like a month later we'll go hit like Michigan and Chicago and Wisconsin and come home and then play all of Texas and come home. So
Yeah.
it's not like we're not like any big band like Testament, Slayer, Megadeth, Metallica, whoever. We don't go for like 3 months straight. We
Right.
can't, Eventually that's the goal, but
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. So we just
Right.
gotta continue to do what we're doing, and then hopefully things like this, get us more fans and people like, hey, come here, because people don't realize, like, even though we're on earache distribution, we're not getting any money from them. You know what I mean? They're
Right.
just
Right.
putting all our music out everywhere in the world, so we don't have to. And I mean,
Right.
we make chump change. You know what I mean? It's all about touring, though. That's where you make your money. It's off your merchandise, your
Hmm.
CD sales from like selling CDs. Because people always
Yeah.
ask, "Well, why do you still make CDs? Like you could just go listen to you on Spotify or iTunes or wherever." And I'm like, because there's people like me that are old school and want to have a physical copy, or they want to read the inlay, or same thing with LPs. They're coming back. Records are getting
Yeah.
a huge push right now. So
Right. Yeah, I think Gary Holt from Exodus put it pretty simple about his band is that we're a touring T-shirt salesman, because
yeah,
that and that's where we make our money, and even if the album doesn't make a dime or whatever, we still got to go on tour and sell the shirts, sell the CDs, whatever, and that's
exactly.
I just found that very I just thought of that right now when you were saying what you were saying about just having your merch out there and getting it sold. So yeah, man.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
the first time I ever, it's crazy. I say the first time that I met Alex from Cannibal Corpse, we were on his bus, and I was like, "Bro, this is amazing." He's like, "Yeah, it's great," but he's like, "All those tickets that we just sold for that show paid for that dude to get us to the next town, and the gas for this." And like he was explaining, he's like, "If you want to make it, man, it's not about record sales. It's about touring and selling merch." And that's
mhm,
something I always have like kept close to my heart. Like realize, like, okay, like that's legit. Like, yeah, because I mean, think about it. It's 2026. So what, 30 years ago, 40 years ago, people were getting signed to record labels, and they were getting decent, signing bonuses and all this. Record companies aren't really like a thing anymore. I mean, they are, don't get me wrong. There's still Sony, Interscope, all that, but it's like they're not what they were 30 years ago, 40 years ago.
no,
You
no,
go
they're
down
more, they're more,
Sunset Strip, you know,
no,
everybody was getting signed. Rat, Motley Crue, Van Halen, Quiet Riot, you know what I mean? But
right, right,
now we don't hear about any bands really getting signed. It's all self promotion. That's why,
yeah,
when people like yourself reach out, hey, I'd like to do a podcast, interview, whatever. Hell yeah, I will, because guess what? There could be one person watching this. There could be 5 people watching. It could be 100. One equals two equals three. You know what I mean? Eventually, people are gonna
hmm
be like, "Hey, go check this band out. They're really badass." And that's the thing. Like, I just want to play music all my life, But
yeah,
the just reality is, there are no record labels anymore. So
no,
you got to do it all yourself. You got to self promote. You got to make your own T-shirts, your own CDs, your own everything. And the thing
yeah,
is, at the end of the day, people. That's why I say our fans are the most important people on this planet, because they're the ones that go and grab their hard-earned money and they buy our shirts, they buy our tickets, they buy our CDs, they go to the shows. They'll stop and be like, "Bro, can I get a picture? Can I get an autograph? Whatever." Yeah, it's the fans. And it's like, as long as they, you know, keep following us, I'm going to keep making music. Because at the end of the day, they're spending their money. They don't have to.
exactly,
They could easily put it in the gas tank or a plate of food on their table. You know what I mean? But they go out Friday night, go see a band they've never heard of, and then the next day you wake up and you're like, "Oh, hey, we got 100 more fans. They're all from so and so that we just played last night." So
yeah,
to me,
yeah,
it's
man,
always. It's always been and always will be about the fans. Bottom line.
Oh yeah, that's what makes and breaks bands. Even 30 years ago, if a band didn't succeed, is because it was low ticket sales or low merch or whatever. Or
Right.
eventually the style changed or something like it happened in the 90s. When hair metal was in, grunge came in, hair metal didn't
Right.
exist anymore. Metal didn't exist anymore to an extent, but
Right.
yeah, I mean, it like you said, man. It's very much a self promotional business now. And about record companies, they're more like I was going to say they're more like the middlemen now because you have all of these streaming services and everything that wants a cut and all of this stuff, and it gets real messy and stuff, and that's why a lot of record companies go under too, or don't make money, as well either.
Right. Well, and that's the thing too. Is like even for us, like both our albums, they have the earache logo and the snap, and it's good and gravy. But at the end of the day, someone can. I was going to say facts. Kind of tired, obviously. Someone could email either me or our management, and be like, "Hey, we'd like you to come out here and play here," and we'll get back to them and say, "Okay, well, you're in, I don't know, you're in Dallas. For us to do that, we'd have to at least play two more shows. So we'll say Austin because Austin's farther up, and then you come back down back into Arizona. So we're in Austin. Okay, well, let us, get in contact with people in Dallas and Houston, El Paso, a couple New Mexico, and then we'll get back to you. And then it's like people don't understand. Yeah, we're not here. We're not Metallica, but at the same time, when they hit us up and they're like, "What's your rider? What do you want to eat? How much is it going to cost me to play here, this and that?" We're very simple people. Like we're from Arizona. We'll eat hot dogs, tacos, pizza, like burgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
We
yeah,
don't
yeah,
need filet mignon or anything. But at the same token, it's like we have to drive everywhere and sleep and ask for hotels and stuff. So sometimes when promoters hit us up, they're like, "Well, we want you to come out. We heard your new album, your single, or you heard this album or whatever." And then either me or the management and be like, "Okay, so and we send them a list. This is our writer. This is what we want, and this is how much we need to get paid so that we can go play your show and at least come home and break even, if not make a few bucks, because we'll make it off merch, hopefully." And some people are just like, "But no one knows who you are." Okay, we're asking for like $600, $800 a place to sleep and food. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But at the same time, it's like if you're a good promoter, you shouldn't be telling me, "Well, no one knows who you are. Why are you asking for that much?" You should have two bands at least opening, then put us in the middle, and then your headliner should bring everyone in and get, the bar fed, bartenders, you know what I mean? Like taken care of, and then we get paid. But people don't understand that either. It's like, it's very, it's a very cutthroat business, so to speak.
yeah,
And people that aren't musicians don't understand like the back part of it, and they don't understand. It's like we have day jobs. We're not here. We want to be here, but we're here. So the money we're making either has to pay our rent while we're gone, or groceries, or whatever while we're gone, because we're not getting paid at work. I mean, unless you get like vacation time or whatever. But even then, no one has enough time saved up that you could just be like, "Hey, I can go on tour for 2 months and get paid at my job." Like, no one has that kind of, vacation time or sick time.
yeah.
So
Right, exactly.
don't get me wrong, I love playing live. I'm itching every day. I listen to these songs and I'm moving faders and knobs and just like can't wait to play live again. But you know,
Yeah,
it's one
yeah,
of
man.
those
I
things.
can't. Yeah, well, hopefully you get down here to San Antonio, man, and we get together for real and have a good time. And one
Oh
day,
yeah,
man,
I'll sign that damn poster.
yeah, man, it's waiting for you. There's plenty of space up there, so we still got a whole lot of long way to go with that, man. But hey, Rob, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it short here, and it was
Yeah,
great
no problem,
talking
man.
to you,
I
man.
appreciate you, Richie. Thank
And
you.
thank you for coming on and doing this with me again, man. It's been a while since we did the last one, and like I
Yeah,
say on the show,
always a pleasure, man. Always a pleasure. If you want, when we're done and you got everything taken care of, send me this. I'll post it on our Facebook and
def,
our YouTube and Facebook and all that, so people can,
yeah,
spread the
it
word.
should be out. Yeah, it'll be out pretty soon, and like tonight. So I'll
Okay.
definitely tag you on it and everything, and make sure it's all working on my end, and we'll get it out
Yeah.
there to you, man. Or I'll like on Facebook, I'll just tag it, share it, whatever you need to do,
Yeah.
and
I'll
it'll be on
post it on
YouTube.
our
So
YouTube. You know, if there's a link or whatever, I'll post it on YouTube, and I'll make sure that I've just been so busy. It's like trying to post for this, trying to post for the album, trying to post for Richie T, trying to post for that.
yeah,
And it's like, I'm part of me is like, I need a list. Like, shit, did I do that? Okay, yeah, Richie T. Okay,
right,
like album, single. It just it gets crazy after a while because it's so constant and constant flow. Sometimes you
right,
just forget little things. It's like I said earlier when I was like new music, new bands. It's still new to me. It's not embedded in my brain yet. So I've got
yeah,
to try to remember what the name is, and I want to throw their name out, promote them, because that's what it's about, man. It's just trying to help each other out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that's why
awesome,
every
man.
time you post something, I'll throw a heart, a comment, a like, or whatever,
Yeah,
because I know it helps the algorithm. And the
yeah,
algorithms are bullshit anyway, but
yeah.
there's that.
Right, right. Well, again, man, yeah, man. Just whenever you get a chance to do it, man, and much love to you, man, and the
Yeah,
band,
you too, brother.
and and continued success, and like I say on the Richie T podcast, this is my podcast. This isn't just my podcast; it's your podcast too, Rob. And if you got any shout outs
Right.
to all your family, friends, and fans, let them know.
Oh, I will for sure. Like, I'm grateful for everybody my little tiny circle. You know what I mean? Like our management, Jason, love that dude. Alex, Rich, they've always supported me. They're like my brothers from another mother. Sienna, my dogs. I can't live without my dogs. But I mean, my circle's small, but JD, I'm giving a huge shout out to. But yeah, when the single drops, I'm trying to get the website up and everything else. So the single will have a video, and I'll probably do it on YouTube and our website so people can see it regardless. But like I said, it's not edited real well. It was just kind of a thing where I was like, you know what, screw this. I want to do something that pays homage to everybody that's ever been in here and whatnot. So I'm hoping that the past people that, appreciate it, be like, hey, cool, I'm in this video. You know what I mean? Like, 'cause at the end of the day, people are like, you didn't have to do that. I'm like, you're right, I did. Like, but I'm not an asshole either. You know what I mean? I appreciate everybody that's come through this door, to help me succeed where I am now. So, but we'll get there, man. And even if it's
Yeah,
Austin and over here or there. We'll get there, but we just got to
yeah,
find a
man.
drummer and a bass player to like solidify this. I mean, I'm to the point. I'm like, I will just hire somebody. I don't have a lot of money, but we'll make money on tour somehow. Just be the
Yeah.
drummer and the bass. You know what I mean?
I feel you, brother. I feel you. Well, good luck to you on that, man. And thank you again,
Thanks,
once
man.
again, dude. And it's always a pleasure talking with you, Rob. I mean, we've done this now,
You're
what,
well,
three
man.
times now? And
Uh,
something
I
like
think
that,
so.
three?
Yeah,
Yeah, three
give or
times.
take. Thank you guys
Yeah,
for whoever's watched this and commented or questioned. Appreciate it very much. It's because of you guys that I'm sitting here doing this right now. So thank you all. Totally appreciate it. And if you're not following us or want to know who we're about or whatever, just go to official Astro Dust anything, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I think Spotify is official Astro Dust too. We're everywhere. Just look up Astro Dust, and our albums are Demons Within, Reaper of Souls, and I'm rebuilding a website now, so it should be up soon. And we'll have merch for sale, we'll have tour announcements, the whole 9 yards. So just keep in touch and follow us on all the social medias. You'll know when we're coming to your town, and we'll have a fucking blast.
Awesome, man. Awesome. That's all right, everybody. Go follow Ash to Dust. You heard it from your boy Richie T, and I want to say thanks again to Rob, and thank you for everybody that has watched, commented. Thank you for all of your questions. And this week's not over for your boy yet. We got a show to go to on Saturday in San Marcos, Texas, and we're going to do some live interviews there. And thank you again for watching here, and thank you for all of the support. And we'll catch you all next time on the Richie T podcast. Thanks again, Rob. We'll catch you later, brother.
Yeah, of course. My pleasure, man. Thank you. Take care.
All right. Peace.
Later.